Have you ever noticed that the one tool campers use more than almost anything else is not a flashlight, not a tent, and not even a backpack? It's a knife? Seriously, whether you're cutting rope, preparing food, starting a fire, or handling unexpected emergencies in the wild, the right camping knife can completely change your outdoor experience. But here's the crazy part. Most people buy the wrong knife because there are just too many choices out there in 2026. Some look amazing but fail under pressure, while others are affordable but surprisingly outperform expensive competitors. So today, we're counting down the 5 best camping knives in 2026 that actually deliver when it matters most. From rugged survival blades to sleek everyday carry options, these knives were chosen for durability, sharpness, comfort, practicality, and overall value for money. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which knife is perfect for your camping style. Make sure you stick around for the number 1 pick because it combines survival features and portability better than almost anything else on the market right now. Also, I'd love to hear your opinion during the video, so tell me in the comments which knife you would personally carry on your next outdoor adventure. And remember, all the links are in the description below. Now let's jump right into it. Number 5. Starting off our list at number 5, we have the Grandway 0207 pocket knife. And honestly, this thing is proof that you don't need to spend a fortune to get a reliable camping knife in 2026. At first glance, the rosewood handle immediately makes it stand out because most budget knives in this category go for an overly tactical or aggressive look with cheap aluminum finishes. But Grandway decided to combine classic styling with real outdoor practicality. And surprisingly, it works incredibly well. The 66-inch clip-point blade is made from 440C stainless steel with a black oxide coating, giving it solid corrosion resistance and edge retention for the price. Now, compared to some of the higher-end knives later on this list, like the Civivi Mini Praxis with its premium D2 steel, the Grandway doesn't hold an edge quite as long, but it's also much more beginner-friendly and affordable, which makes it a fantastic entry-level option for campers who just want dependable performance without overthinking steel types. The assisted opening mechanism feels smooth and satisfying, and thanks to the ambidextrous thumb studs, deployment is quick and easy even with gloves on. One feature I really like is the built-in glass breaker because it adds an extra layer of emergency preparedness that you don't usually see at this price point. In real camping situations, this knife performs surprisingly well. It cuts rope cleanly, handles food prep, slices through cardboard, and even tackles light wood carving without feeling flimsy. Compared to the TacForce TF705, which many people consider in the same budget category, the Grandway feels much more refined and durable overall. The liner lock is solid, there's very little blade play, and the ergonomic wooden handle gives it a more premium feel in the hand. Is it the most heavy-duty survival knife on this list? Definitely not. The Nedfoss DA75 at number 1 is far more tactical and rescue-focused, but the Grandway wins when it comes to style, simplicity, and value for casual campers or hikers. If you're looking for an affordable knife that still feels dependable and classy, this one absolutely deserves a spot in your pocket. But what do you think about wooden handle camping knives? Do you prefer a traditional look or a modern tactical design? Let me know in the comments. Number 4. Coming in at number 4, we have something completely different from a traditional camping knife, and that's the Mossy Oak 27 in 1 CNC-Machined Multitool. Now, this is the kind of gear that makes you feel ready for almost anything outdoors, because instead of giving you just one blade, it gives you an entire survival toolkit in your pocket. And honestly, that's what makes it stand out in 2026. While most camping knives focus purely on cutting performance, the Mossy Oak Multitool is designed for versatility, which can be a huge advantage for campers, hikers, backpackers, and even vehicle owners. The CNC machined body immediately feels sturdy and premium compared to cheaper multi-tools that flex or loosen over time. Every tool locks securely into place, which is something I always appreciate because nothing ruins confidence faster than tools that feel unstable during heavy use. The needle nose pliers are incredibly useful around camp for handling hot cookware, bending wire, or fixing gear, while the integrated knife blade performs well for everyday cutting tasks. But the real game changer here is the inclusion of a magnesium fire starter and emergency whistle directly built into the multi-tool. That's a huge advantage over competitors like the Leatherman Wave Plus, which is undeniably premium, but requires separate survival accessories if you want full emergency preparedness. Sure, the Wave Plus may have slightly better steel quality and smoother finishing overall, but considering the massive price difference, the Mossy Oak delivers insane value. In real-life camping scenarios, this thing becomes incredibly practical. Imagine setting up camp and realizing you need pliers, a screwdriver, a blade, and a fire starter all within a few minutes. You don't have to dig through your backpack because everything is already in your hand. Compared to the more compact and lightweight Civivi Mini Praxis later on this list, the Mossy Oak is definitely bulkier, so it's not ideal for minimalist at-sea carry, but for outdoor survival and utility, it absolutely shines. This multi-tool feels like having an emergency toolbox clipped to your belt, and that peace of mind is hard to ignore. If you're someone who values versatility over pure knife aesthetics, this could easily be the best choice for you. But here's my question. Would you rather carry one dedicated knife or a multi-tool that does almost everything? Tell me your pick in the comments below. Number 3. At number 3, we have the incredibly popular Civivi Mini Praxis, and honestly, this knife might have the best balance of portability, cutting performance, and modern design on the entire list. If the Mossy Oak multi-tool was all about versatility, the Mini Praxis is all about precision, smoothness, and everyday practicality. This knife proves that a compact blade can still feel incredibly capable outdoors. The moment you flip it open, you immediately notice how insanely smooth the action is thanks to the ceramic ball bearings. Seriously, the deployment feels addictive. Compared to the Grandway 0207 from earlier, the Civivi feels noticeably more premium and refined in both construction and mechanics. The 2.98-inch D2 steel blade offers much better edge retention than 440C stainless steel, meaning it stays sharp longer during demanding camping tasks like carving wood, slicing cordage, or food prep. Now yes, D2 steel does require a bit more maintenance because it's less corrosion resistant, but the performance trade-off is worth it for many outdoor enthusiasts. The textured G10 handle feels secure and lightweight, and the deep carry pocket clip makes this knife practically disappear in your pocket, which is something ultralight hikers and everyday users will absolutely appreciate. In terms of real-world use, the Mini Praxis punches way above its size class. Whether you're making feather sticks for fire starting or opening supplies around camp, the blade geometry slices incredibly well. Compared to the Hobby Damascus knife coming up next, the Civivi is definitely more modern and tactical in design, while the Hobby leans heavily into craftsmanship and visual appeal. So, if you care more about performance and smooth action, the Civivi easily wins, but if aesthetics and collector appeal matter more, the Hobby has a unique charm that's hard to ignore. Another thing I love about the Mini Praxis is how balanced it feels. It's not bulky like some survival knives, yet it still feels durable enough for serious outdoor use. For people who want one knife that works equally well in the city and the wilderness, this might honestly be the sweet spot of the entire list. But I'm curious, do you prefer compact knives that are easy to carry, or larger blades built for heavy-duty survival? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I'd love to know what type of outdoor gear you trust the most. Number 2. Taking the number 2 spot is the Hobby Damascus Folding Pocket Knife, and wow! This knife is an absolute attention magnet. The moment you pull it out, people notice it immediately because the handmade Damascus steel pattern looks stunning under the light. But here's what makes the Hobby really interesting. It's not just a display piece or collector's item. This thing is actually built to perform outdoors while still looking like a premium custom knife, and that combination is pretty rare at this price point. Compared to the Civivi Mini Praxis, which focuses heavily on clean modern performance, the Abe takes a completely different approach with a more traditional, handcrafted personality. The ergonomic wooden handle gives it a warm, natural feel in the hand, and honestly, it just feels more personal than many tactical knives on the market today. The liner lock mechanism keeps the blade secure during use, and despite its elegant appearance, it handles real camping tasks surprisingly well. Whether you're cutting rope, preparing food, or whittling wood around a campfire, the blade performs confidently while still maintaining that beautiful Damascus finish. Now, in terms of pure cutting efficiency and deployment speed, the Civivi probably has the edge because of its ceramic bearing system and thinner blade profile, but where the Abe dominates is character and uniqueness. Every Damascus pattern looks slightly different, which means your knife feels one of a kind. That's something you just don't get with mass-produced tactical folders. Compared to the Grandway 0207, the Abe definitely feels more premium and artistic, though it also costs a bit more. But honestly, for people who appreciate craftsmanship, it's worth it. One thing I also appreciate is that this knife transitions beautifully between outdoor use and everyday carry. It looks classy enough for collectors while still being rugged enough for campsite tasks. And if you're someone who enjoys gear that sparks conversation, this knife absolutely delivers. It's the type of blade people ask about the second they see it. So if you had to choose between raw performance and beautiful craftsmanship, which one would you go for? Personally, I think there's something really special about gear that combines both. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Number 1, and finally, taking the number 1 spot on our list of the best camping knives in 2026 is the Nedfoss DA75 Pocket Folding Knife, and honestly, this knife feels like it was designed specifically for people who want to be prepared for absolutely anything. While some knives on this list focus on elegance or lightweight carry, the DA75 goes all in on survival, emergency readiness, and rugged practicality. Right away, the 3-in-1 survival design makes this knife stand out because you're not just getting a blade, you're also getting a seatbelt cutter and a tungsten carbide glass breaker built directly into the handle. That instantly gives it a huge advantage for campers, motorists, and survivalists who value emergency preparedness. Compared to the Grandway 0207, which feels more casual and stylish, the DA75 is much more tactical and heavy-duty. The thick drop-point blade handles demanding tasks with confidence, whether you're cutting heavy rope, carving wood, or preparing tinder for a fire. The textured aluminum handle also provides a much more secure grip during wet or cold conditions, which is incredibly important outdoors. Now, compared to the Civivi Mini Praxis, the DA75 is definitely larger and heavier, so it's not quite as pocket-friendly, but that extra size gives you more durability and confidence during hard-use situations. One thing I really love about this knife is the deployment system. Between the flipper tab and thumb studs, opening the blade feels quick and natural, and the liner lock keeps everything rock solid during use. In real-world scenarios, this knife simply feels dependable. Whether it's clipped to your pocket during a hiking trip or stored in your vehicle for emergencies, it gives you peace of mind knowing you have a capable survival tool within reach. Compared to the Smith & Wesson Border Guard rescue knife, the Nedfoss DA75 manages to stay surprisingly compact while still offering those essential rescue features, which makes it much easier to carry daily. And when you factor in the price, the value here is honestly hard to beat. If you want a knife that balances camping utility, emergency preparedness, and tactical durability better than almost anything else in its category, the DA75 absolutely deserves the number 1 spot. But now I want to hear from you. Which knife on this list would you actually trust on a real outdoor adventure? Let me know in the comments below because I always enjoy hearing your recommendations too. So those were the 5 best camping knives in 2026, and honestly, each one brings something unique to the table. Whether you want the stylish affordability of the Grand Way 0207, the all-in-one versatility of the Mossy Oak Multitool, the premium smoothness of the Civivi Mini Praxis, the handcrafted beauty of the Obby Damascus knife, or the rugged survival-focused reliability of the Nedfoss DA75, there's definitely a perfect option here for every type of camper and outdoor enthusiast. Hopefully this video helped narrow down your decision and maybe even introduced you to a knife you hadn't considered before. If it did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss future outdoor gear reviews and camping recommendations. Also, don't forget to share this video with your camping buddies because they'll probably want to upgrade their gear too. And of course, all the links are in the description below. Thanks for watching, stay safe outdoors, and I'll see you in the next video.